Guten Tag, meine lieben deutschen Freunde. Meet the German sport in Germany. That's the name of video that I'm reacting to. I'm really curious. I want to know more about the German sport. I know that you are good basically at everything. Let's be honest. Football, hockey, very good, man. Like what else? You can leave other sports mentions in the comment section, guys. So let's go.
Are you ready for a Meet the Germans workout? Today is all about sports in Germany. So let's
go.
Kick things off with the nation's all-time favorite. Football. The German Bundesliga is a multi-billion euro industry, and its games have the highest attendance rate in Europe. Having travelled to a lot of places around the world with a German in tow, I've often been amazed at how the language barrier can be broken, simply with the words, Bayern Munich.
Oh, that's for sure. I know a lot of German teams. I know that recently Berlin Union is playing pretty decent. Bayern Leverkusen, if I'm not wrong, last season they played very well, winning the league, not losing any games. But Bayern Munich is like the main leader in this league. And also there's Dortmund Borussia, which I see as a forge of talented players. There's like a lot of talented players come from Dortmund Borussia. One of them, by the way, is Haaland. One of them, by the way, is the dude who plays in Real Madrid at the moment. Unfortunately, the English dude, you know who I mean. I just forgot his name. And Jurgen Klopp was the former coach of Dortmund Borussia.
Football came to Germany from England. You're welcome. In the late 1800s. It wasn't an immediate hit with everyone. Some labelled it an Englische Krankheit, English disease. But soon enough, the beautiful game got a beautiful German rulebook and a governing body. In the 1930s, the Nazis employed their common trick of using popular culture for propaganda and slapping the word Reich on the front of it, in this case, Reichsfußball. Later, the sport would be seen as part of West Germany's economic turnaround. The 1954 World Cup winning team was seen as the embodiment of hard work, team spirit and discipline. The German men's team has now won 3 European titles and 4 World Cups.
Unstoppable German men's football team was back in the day. Nowadays, maybe they are getting back. This European Championship, they were playing pretty decent. I think the peak form was when they won the World Cup in 2014, winning the Argentinian finals, I think it was, and semi-finals it was 7-0 against Brazil. I was watching that match.
But enough about the men. Did you know that women were banned from club football in Germany until 1970?
What?
Germany was
Why?
invited to attend the unofficial Women's World Cup in Taiwan in 1981, but the Football Association still hadn't bothered to make a national team. So they sent the reigning club champions from the small city of Bergisch Gladbach. Can you see what's coming? Yep, they won. A national team was finally formed, and in 1989 they won their first official European title. But even then, because they still had amateur status, instead of prize money, the team got a set of coffee cups.
This is such a trolling. Oh my gosh. Another thing that they could give them is like something from the kitchen, you know, maybe some forks and dishwashing machine, you know, to troll them because, you know, the stereotypes about women, that women need to be at kitchen or something like that.
Now the women's team is the second most successful in the world after the USA. Let's meet one of Germany's up-and-coming talents.
Der Frauenfußball entwickelt sich stetig weiter. Es wird viel mehr in den Frauenfußball investiert. Fußball ist überall in Deutschland. Man sieht überall Kids auf dem Fußballplatz. Es ist für mich eine Ehre, den Adler auf der Brust zu tragen, Länderspiele fürs ganze Land machen zu dürfen. Und ich glaube, das ist auch das Ziel jeder anderen Fußballerin.
Just as important as the players are the fans. German clubs even have a rule that members must be the majority stakeholders. It's about time we gave some different sports a look in. Other popular spectator sports in Germany include handball, ice hockey, ski jumping and biathlon.
I just want to add, guys, that a couple of years ago, Germany took second place in the World Hockey Championship. I'm a big fan of Team Latvian Hockey Championship, and we took the third place. And there was a really big chance that we might like fight against each other in the finals in that year. Man, that was such a crazy championship. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, I was man, I was like cheering for Latvia for 20 years, man, 20 years. And after that championship, I understood this is it. I finally got what I wanted. They got the third place. I was so happy. I was crying, man. But Germany is phenomenal. Every year in hockey they become better and better, man.
Leistungssport, performance sport, is all about, well, performance. There's a focus on regular training and on winning. Breitensport, mass sport, is more about keeping fit and having fun. Whew. So how do Germans like to get their sweat on?
Ich spiele Basketball.
Nur Fahrradfahren.
Skateboarden.
Nur Fußball hauptsächlich.
Fußball,
Basketball.
ich mache gerne Fußball, Rollschuh und Basketball und Inliner.
Ich mache sehr viel Acro-Yoga, also ein bisschen Akrobatik und Yoga gemixt.
Jetzt mache ich hier.
What about the basketball guys, by the way? Do you have a high level of basketball? Wait, yeah, you have very good basketball team. I remembered, because I think we lost to you guys. Latvia lost to you again in basketball, not this summer, but the summer before. There was like a world championship in somewhere in Asia.
An den Geräten ein paar Übungen für den Rücken, für den Bauch und für den Po.
Ich bin Tennisspieler.
Wir hupen. Ich habe das heute erst angefangen. Die beiden bringen mir das bei.
Around a third of all Germans are members of a Sportverein or sports club, which organises training, competitions and social events. The concept can be traced back to the 19th century and this guy, Friedrich Ludwig Jahn, better known as Turnvater Jahn, the father of gymnastics. He invented new equipment like the horse and the beam, and he believed that physical fitness could inspire nationalism, pride and unity among German youth in French-occupied Prussia.
A lot of development in sports comes that the government gives money for that. Unfortunately, here in Latvia, the government sponsorship for the sports are so small, man. So small. And many sports, unfortunately, don't get enough money. So this is the problem with the small countries, with the small population. We only have like 1.5 million people here in Latvia. That's nothing.
And how active are young Germans today? I was actually pretty surprised at how few extracurricular sports are offered at schools, and there aren't many competitions between schools either. The World Health Organization actually says that 88% of girls and 80% of boys get too little physical activity here. Right now we're at the Deutsche Sporthochschule, aka Sporhall in Cologne. It's Europe's largest sports university with some 6,000 students from around 60 countries. It also has a legendary entrance exam where applicants have to pass physical tests in 19 out of 20 disciplines, including diving, in order to get in.
Fun fact, did you know that Jason Statham was a diver before he became an actor? Just saying.
Germany has hosted the Summer Olympics twice. Unfortunately, neither is a happy memory. The first was in 1936 in Berlin, now known as the Nazi Olympics. And the second was in 1972 in Munich, when 11 Israeli athletes and coaches and a German police officer were killed by members of a Palestinian terrorist group. Interestingly, even after the end of World War II, East and West Germany still competed together in several Olympic Games. But once East Germany started sending its own teams, the ruling SED party decided to use sport to boost its popularity at home and its reputation abroad. From 1968 to 1988, East Germany took home more than twice as many Olympic medals as West Germany, despite having less than a third of the number.
It was all because of steroids. And other performance-enhancing drugs. I'm telling you guys.
Of inhabitants. Apart from with hard training and talent
Just
scouting,
kidding.
how did they
Don't take it serious. It was just a joke. But there's some truth to that also.
do it? Doping. To be
Doping.
specific, with one of, if not the biggest state-sponsored doping programs in sporting history. An incredible 10 to 15,000 athletes, mostly underage, are thought to have been doped by coaches and team doctors from the mid-60s onwards. A lot of them were unaware of the doping. The use of anabolic steroids and growth hormones meant some female athletes developed male characteristics. Many athletes would later suffer from depression, eating disorders, and premature death.
It's all because big achievements and because of the regime. Look at Russia, man. Look at Russia before. Do you remember this big thing in 2014 after the Olympic Games in Sochi, where Olympic Committee found out that a lot of Russian sportsmen were using doping, and then this big web came out how it happened and why it happened, and then it came out that it was a state sponsored program. Very interesting.
Germany tends to rank in the top 10 on the medals table in the Summer Olympics. Some top disciplines are canoeing, rowing, and equestrian events. However, the Winter Olympics are where Germany really shines. In
That's for
2022
sure.
in Beijing,
That's
Germany
for
came
sure.
second in the medals table after Norway. They excelled in sports like bobsled, luge, and skeleton.
And hockey, they took the second place correct me if I'm wrong, 2022 or 2018 Germany took second place in a world in Olympic Games in hockey. They lost in finals against Russia.
The country also has a great track record in ski jumping and cross-country skiing.
What about
Germany
hockey?
does, after all, have its fair share of snow in the Alpine regions, and it boasts 4 of the world's 17 international competition ice runs.
Why she doesn't talk about hockey, I don't understand.
So what do you think of Germany's sporting performance? And have you got any German sporting heroes? Leave us a comment.
Yeah, I think that you didn't add hockey because this is like a big thing in Germany, that like this sport achieves a lot of results in Germany. A lot of results on international scale. A lot. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I really enjoy knowing more about German sports. I think this video could be a bit more deeper, you know. Thank you for watching and see you in the next reaction videos, guys.